So I just wanted to come on here and talk to you guys a little bit about the Brittney Griner situation. Today is August 4th, and I just seen that they sentenced her 9 years in a Russian prison. When I first got the news, I was in the car on the way to a restaurant, and so we just got done eating, and as I was driving home, or as we were driving home, I was just really like, I don't know, I really just felt a way about like her situation. I had been following her story for a while now, and I feel as though I just felt like a slew of emotions come over me when my best friend told me, like, did y'all see that they gave her 9 years? So she had a little bit of a marijuana, I guess, drop in the vape, like in her suitcase. So she was arrested at the airport. Now, mind you, she was arrested back in February. So a couple things that I want to just point out. I feel as though they arrested her in February. It is now what, August? So that means she's been in prison, in a Russian prison, for 6 months. I feel as though that 6 months should have accounted for something, meaning the 6 months that she's already spent in Russia in the prison. I feel like that 6 months, I promise you, being in a Russian prison for 6 months, that's enough to make anybody regret what they did. They should have brought her home after that, regardless of how you feel about her, regardless of her sexuality, her whatever the case may be. This is still a black woman that's from America. This is still a black woman from America that was wrongfully detained and is now having to spend 9 years in a Russian prison. I feel as though our people are always getting harsh sentences. Just a couple weeks ago, we seen that R. Kelly got literally 30-something years. That man got 30-something years. What? Now, mind you, I'm not trying to excuse nobody's behavior, because R. Kelly was wrong, and Brittney Griner, she admitted that she was wrong. She admitted that she made a mistake. At the end of the day, why is our people always the ones that get the longest and the harshest sentences? I do not understand. Also, it just made me scared to literally go out of the country. Now, I don't even want to go out the country because I don't know y'all rules. I don't know what I can and can't do. It just made me feel away. It just goes to show yet again that the black woman is so unprotected. And it just made me think it was a small mistake, but look what it costed. Look what it costed her a lot. And, I'm not excusing her for what she did, but it's a vape. You mean to tell me a vape in somebody's bag can cost them 9 years? Must have didn't know that she couldn't have that in her bag. She must have didn't know that. You know what I mean? So that, like I said, the 6 months that she already served, because she's been taken since February. So the 6 months that she's already served, I feel like y'all need to make that account for her time and bring her home. I feel like she's learned her lesson. I feel like 9 years is excessive. I feel like it's too harsh. I feel like it's just like, as a US, what can we do? You know what I mean? Like, what can we do? People were tagging like President Joe Biden, and he was like, again, she's been wrongfully detained. We're trying everything we can do to bring her home. And it's just like, but really though, what can we do? Because she's in a whole nother country. And another thing is, like, I don't know if they're trying to make an example out of her. I had been following Brittney Griner's story for a long time, and I would get emails sent to my phone on updates about her case. And I was like, I kept reading her case or whatever. So I just read it this morning. It was like, her sentencing, woo. Then boom, my best friend told me, like, did y'all see they gave her 9 years? And I was like, oh my God, I was almost in tears, because I'm like, this is wild. Like, this is really wild. And I don't think people really understand, everything, like, it's so many factors that play in it. She's not home, so she's in a Russian prison. She's a black woman. She's not, let's just take away the fact that she's a woman. She's black. Let's just say that she's black, and on top of that, she's a black woman. And it's too many factors. It's just too many factors. Okay, YouTube, well, I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna try to enjoy the rest of my vacation, but I just had to come on here and tell y'all how I was feeling, because that is just so wild. Like, I just cannot even I just can't even just stop thinking about her. But I'm gonna just continue to pray for her. I don't know what we can do as a U.S. I don't know. Drop a comment down below and let me know if you've been following Brittney Griner's story. Drop a comment down below if you feel like, you know, she's been wrongfully detained in Russia. Just comment down below your thoughts on the situation. I'm just praying for her, sending love and light her way. And I just pray that they won't make her serve the entire 9 years. Like, I just pray that something miraculous will happen on her behalf, and God will just intervene and just bring her home, because I just do not want them to make an example out of her. Just pray for the protection of Black women. Pray for the protection of this world, of these, you know, these judges and these people that sit in high places. Some of them are just very, very evil and very wicked. So you just gotta, you know, stay prayed up, mindful about everything that you do. Be mindful about everything that you do. She probably put that stuff in her bag and wasn't even thinking. So just be mindful the places you go. Be mindful the things you do. Put a comment down below and let me know your thoughts. We'll talk soon.